Yo, 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 guys. What's up? Live again. I haven't gone live 2 days in a row in months. So, yeah. I definitely want to go live more. Definitely want to go live more. And I will be. Let me just check in on a couple things here. Waiting for some people to get in here. What up, Hound and Beast Studios? What up, Omega Maximus? How you guys doing tonight? What up, what up, what up? My laptop is lagging tonight for some reason, which is just great. But other than that, I'm doing pretty great today. Oh my god, this laptop is gonna kill me. What up, Crab Boy? What are we talking about today? Just whatever, man. Just whatever I talk about, whatever you guys want to talk about in the chat. There's really no set topic. You went swimming today. Nice. Was it like a pool or a beach, dog? Oh, man. Crap. Come on, laptop. This thing is annoying me today. All right. Yeah, we're good. Okie dokie. All right. All right, cool. It was a pool, swimming. Oh, okay, nice. What's your favorite figure from the SDCC stuff? I talked about that a few days ago in one of my most recent videos, but I honestly don't. Probably 86 Prime or War for Cybertron Game Ratchet. What up, King Shockwave? How you doing tonight, man? Oh boy. I hope the Transformers franchise will continue by 2025 and beyond. Of course it will. Unless if something unforeseen happens in the next few years, which I honestly don't think it will. Transformers is too popular to just die in the next few years, so I think we're fine. For me, it's Legacy Armada Wheeljack. Oh, yeah, the pipeline reveals. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm really excited for that, too. It's good to hear, King Shockwave. Good, good, good. I have literal Peak on my desk right now. Peak is on my desk. Probably one of the best Megatron figures Hasbro's ever made. I'm going to be doing another video on TransTech at some point this week because I feel like there's people that need to know about TransTech because the designs are so amazing. The presumed storyline for it was going to be cool, even though it was a sequel to Beast Machines, which was but still, I think a lot more people than there already are, need to be put on game to TransTech. What happened today, Crab Boy? He is worth it? Yeah, man, he is. What up, Hilmy? What up, Blackout? How you guys doing tonight? I never knew about it until I was making my new video. Huh? What? Crab Boy, I don't even know if you're serious or not. I'm transforming my Energon core class Megatron. I want to get the leader class figure so bad, but at the same time, I really want to boycott Hasbro and like harass them on social media to make new leader class Energon Megatron because the design is just too freaking good not to. But hey, I guess I'll take the core class for now. It's just still a good little figure. It's pretty fun. I recently did a stop motion with it a few days ago. I posted it on my Instagram if you guys didn't see that by now. My favorite Beast Wars character has to be Quick Strike because he sounds like a cowboy. Oh, nice. Yeah, Quick Strike is a funny little dude. My favorite, I'm just going to go for the show. I'm not going to be talking about comic characters or toy only characters. Just strictly from the show. I'd have to go with, I don't know, Inferno is a favorite of mine. Megatron definitely. I really love Rampage and Depth Charge. Black Arachnia is dope. Tarantulas is cool. I don't know. I got a lot of favorites from the Beast Wars cartoon for characters. Surprisingly enough, most Transformers cartoons, I really don't have like a favorite character. Unless if it's like Beast Wars or animated Armada or Cybertron. But for Beast Wars, I have many. I have so many. The characters are written so well in Beast Wars. What's going on in the chat here? I accidentally did. I meant to be news. Earthspark is a good cartoon in my opinion. My favorite Terran has to be Twitch because she is adorable. Yeah, Earthspark. It's okay. I'm really not too big of a fan of it. I just doesn't catch my interest. But yeah, Twitch is cool. Dinobot is my favorite. Oh yeah, Dinobot's another one of my favorites too. Hot Rod did not kill Optimus Prime. It was Megatron. Huh. Yeah. I mean, I feel like anybody who still hates Hot Rod for that still has the mentality of a 7-year-old. Because that's how I thought when I was that age, when I first saw the 86 movie. But then over time, my love for Hot Rod grew, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, it really isn't his fault, honestly. Yeah, man, love Beast Wars too. How do you prefer Galvatron and reincarnated Megatron of a separate character? I prefer him being a separate character. Never really was a fan of him being the same bot, just upgraded. Yeah, Dinobot is awesome. Rodimus Prime didn't appear much in season 3 of G1. Yeah, that's true. Yep. Also have some oldies but goodies on the table. Cybertron, Leo Breaker, and Snarl, the two buddies from the cartoon together. Gotta love those Cybertron figures. I like Galvatron as a reincarnated Megatron. I mean, it's not terrible, but I just prefer him as a separate character. Because, in my opinion, the better stories with Galvatron are when he's a separate character. Holy crap, I forgot I had all these comic books in the shelf I just opened. I have so many shelves in my 2 rooms that sometimes I forget the stuff that I put in the shelves. Holy crap. Like, there's a bunch of comic books in the shelf. I'm gonna go through those later. Can you bring Sideways Cybertron? What do you mean? Is there a reason why Rodimus Prime didn't appear much in G1 Season 3? Honestly, I have no idea. I'm really not the biggest fan of Season 3 and 4 of G1. What up, Ultra Zero? Oh boy. Tomorrow is Monday. What a life. Time just goes so fast. Who made the best Transformers comics? Marvel, Dream Move, IDW, or Skybound? That's a good question. Uh, eh, I don't know. Maybe a tie between IDW and Skybound for me personally. I love the early years of IDW, and Skybound is doing such an amazing job out the gate that it's rivaling the peak years of IDW already. So it really is a toss up between those two for me. But since there's just more stories and more books right now, I'd have to go with IDW for now. We'll check back in a few years with how Skybound is doing, especially with the whole character roster right now. Super bland and just typical G1 characters. But I'm sure that's going to change at some point soon. But yeah, I'm really not feeling the roster of Skybound. But it does make up for it with how well written everything is. It's fantastic. You have Sideways on the Cybertron show? I do. Yes, I do. How would you rank all 9 Star Wars? If you guys have watched a lot of my videos, you might have heard me say in the past that I do not like the sequel trilogy. So I'm going to start with those 3 as some of my least favorites because I do not like it. So number 9, I would have to go with The Rise of Skywalker, 8, Last Jedi, 7, Force Awakens, 6, I would go with A New Hope. 5, I would go with Empire Strikes Back. 4, I would go with Return of the Jedi. 3, Phantom Menace. 2, Attack of the Clones. And my number 1 favorite Star Wars movie, Revenge of the Sith. There you go. Those are all 9 ranked in order from least favorite to favorite. So Revenge of the Sith is my favorite Star Wars movie. Top 3 IDW. Top 3 2 Marvel, 3 Skybound, 4. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. Top 4. Yeah. Do you agree that Comic Edition should take Legacy's place? I think so. Not really. It really doesn't have. Like, are you saying the Generations line should pivot to mainly being only comic characters for a little while? I don't know about that. There's too many characters that really need figures from everything. Whether it's a cartoon, video game, comic, I don't think that would be a good idea. And I do not think that would go over well with majority of the fandom. Episodes of Transformers G1 Season 3 that I liked are 5 Faces of Darkness, Dark Awakening, Ghost of the Machine, Burden, Hardest to Bear. Yeah, those always come up as some Season 3 favorites. I'd have to agree, but to be honest with you, I haven't watched Season 3 in a while. So, honestly, I really don't have too much of an opinion on it right now, other than when I first watched Season 3, I did not like it that much. Also, I like The Return of Optimus Prime. Yeah, that's not a bad episode either. Revenge of the Sith is also my favorite. Hey, nice. Revenge of the Sith is mine too. Hey, we got some Revenge of the Sith lovers up in here. I love Transformers Animated and Prime. Same, man. to some of my favorites. I like animated a lot more than Prime, though. Oh shoot, I bumped the laptop. Because the characters are just fleshed out better. The storytelling is a bit better, in my opinion. But Prime is still pretty good. What up, Najee? Did you like IDW Regeneration 1? Honestly, I didn't read too much of it. I read like a couple issues, and I just haven't gone back to it. It was okay. Really nothing too eye-catching for me. But from what I read, it wasn't too bad. What's up, man? I mean, I think Comic Edition becoming the main line. Could people in the comics too imagine Skybound or IDW figures? Yeah, I think they should do more comic figures, but making the whole Generations line a comic line, I don't think is a good idea. So especially with how many characters from the cartoons and whatever other piece of media you want to throw out there that still need figures. Yeah, I don't know about that. Who do you like better, Sam or Noah? Sam, 1000% Sam. Revenge of the Sith is awesome. Hell yeah, man. TFA is better than Prime. Prime sometimes is boring, but as a whole, Unicron trilogy is the best. I agreed with you until the last sentence. Now, believe me, y'all know me on this channel. Unicron trilogy is one of my favorite Transformers eras of all time. I grew up with it. It's one of my bread and butters with the Transformers franchise. But in terms of when we're talking about quality shows, Unicron trilogy is not up there for me. I'm sorry. It's just not. What I didn't like about IDW 1.0 is that they made Starsaber a villain, made Optimus Prime into a messiah, and made Optimus Prime make questionable decisions. You know, I actually liked the the character flipping that they did a bit in IDW 1.0. I liked the Starsaber villain thing. Honestly, I didn't really like how they handled Optimus Prime's ending and also his origin story of being a cop. I think him as a character, it fits him being a librarian a lot more. So yeah, I do agree with you with Optimus Prime's characterization in 1.0. But in terms of how he's handled on Earth, those storylines, I think he's a great Optimus during those stories. Did you read Last Bot Standing? I did when it first came out, but I didn't read it. I haven't read it recently. What up, Athos? Any news on Transformers in film? Also, can Paramount survive with another merger for Skydance Media? Also, did you check out the new logo for the merger? I did not see the new logo. There's really no news recently on the Transformers films. But I'm sure that's going to change soon with Transformers 1 coming out and production ramping up on the G.I. Joe and Transformers movie as we speak. So I'm sure it won't be much longer until we get more news. Can Paramount survive with another merger? I don't know, maybe. I honestly don't know a lot of the inner workings of Paramount. What do you think they should do for the next Transformers show toy line taking Earthspark's place? Well, for starters, make a toy line that is actually good quality that people want to spend their money on, because this gimmicky, half-baked stuff that they've been doing since RAD 2015 for the toy lines for the recent shows have not been good. I don't know when they're going to learn their lesson. I mean, the gimmick toys and stuff for little kids, sure, that's fine. But when you make the whole toy line that, I don't know, man. That's just stupid to me. I mean, no wonder why these Earthspark figures are shelf warming. Armada is best in the Unicron trilogy, in my opinion. I'd have to go with Cybertron, Armada second, and then Energon last. Not because I hate Energon. I think it's got a lot of good story elements, a lot of cool characters and designs. But in my opinion, story wise, it is the weakest out of the three. But Transformers Victory is my favorite show of all time. Yeah, it's not bad. I actually haven't watched all of it. I saw about half the show. I think they should make a Skybound or Shattered Glass show. Skybound, I'd have to say no to because it's just going to be another show with a bunch of G1 designs, and I do not think that's going to go over well, especially with all the G1 figures we're already getting for the core characters that are already in the Skybound comics. Shattered Glass, maybe that could work. I don't know. It depends on how Hasbro makes a story and how they market it, but maybe that could work. What up, Joji? Like Orion Pax as a data clerk. Yeah, me too. Are you excited for Studio Series Optimus? Are you talking about the 86 Commander? If so, yes, I am. I really want that figure bad. What up, Chris? I prefer Optimus starting out as a manifest worker more than got itch in my eye. More than a librarian because it shows that nobody can become a hero. I mean, it still has the same effect when he's just a regular librarian. I heard from Axiom Nexus by the end of 2028, Paramount will lose the Hasbro license. Yeah, that's true. That is their contract with Hasbro, I think. RAD 2015, in my opinion, is an inferior sequel to Prime. I agree. That's pretty much everybody's consensus on RAD 2015. Yeah. Not a good show. Definitely not a good sequel to Prime. Shattered Glass would be a great show if it comes back as a show. Alongside it, they could reissue the Shattered Glass figures or even make new versions of it. I wouldn't mind that. Even though, me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Shattered Glass. While I love Transformers animated, the only thing I hate is that it ruined Ironhide for me. If you saw the episode Boot Camp, then you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I hear what you're saying. I don't know. I still liked Ironhide animated. I thought it was pretty cool. Which anime do you watch besides Dragon Ball Z? Honestly, I really don't watch Dragon Ball Z all that much, but I do watch anime sometimes. I like Afro Samurai. Trying to think. I love Ghost in the Shell, Akira, Evangelion, however you say that. What's another one? What was that one with the bald guy that dresses up with the red cape and stuff? One Punch Man, I really like that. I watched that last year. That was pretty cool and funny. So yeah, that's basically what I've been watching recently with anime. Beast Wars Neo is my third favorite show. Second is TFA. Oh wow. I don't think I've ever heard of somebody saying Beast Wars Neo is in their top 3. It's an interesting choice. I don't hate it. Neo is a pretty good anime. They should make a high quality 2D animation, anime-like animation. Yeah, that would be cool. They haven't done that since Animated. It would be a breath of fresh air. Derek J. White art style on Transformers Animated is amazing for the show, and he did Ben 10. Oops. He uses art style for their... Yeah, that would be cool. I wouldn't mind that. What is your favorite Adam Sandler movie? Oh, boy, that's a good question. Oh, Click comes to mind. I used to love that movie when I was little. You Don't Mess with the Zohan. That was pretty funny. Uncut Gems is another good one. Those would probably be my top 3. 2015 RAD, rewatching the episodes literally give me a headache. The characters are annoying and they draw out the storyline far too long. Too many fillers, not enough returning characters from TFP. I agree. I couldn't even sit through all of the show. I had to click off like a quarter of the way through it. What I didn't like about Grimlock in the Marvel Transformers G1 comic is that he was a real a-hole. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I honestly never even really thought of that. Yeah, they did sort of change him up in that comic. Yep, the show does suck. What happened to Arachnid after Prime ended? I have no idea. That's a good question. Especially Sideswipe and Strong Arm, they never STFU. Yeah, that's true. I really don't get the hype with Strong Arm. So many people love the character, and especially with how mid that legacy figure was, I just do not get the hype over RID 2015 Strong Arm. Do you watch Jujutsu Kaisen? I do not. I've heard about it though. How do you think Widowmaker will look? I feel like Hasbro will ruin her own mode Kibble or G1 partial redesign. I definitely don't think it's going to be a G1 partial. This is Studio Series Bayverse we're talking about here. So I think that it's going to be pretty faithful. But in terms of how it's going to look, I don't know. It could go either way. I mean, a lot of the movie Studio Series Deluxes are kind of mid, in my opinion. With all the clear plastic they use instead of doing inserts and just all the kibble on them. A lot of those deluxes really aren't the greatest. So fingers crossed, Dark of the Moon Wheeljack and Widowmaker are really good deluxes next year, similar to Dino, Sideswipe. What's another good deluxe from Studio Series? The Wreckers were another good set of deluxes. So yeah, hopefully they're as good as those figures. Why is every incarnation of Cento Prime always... Oh, shoot. I lost the comment. Bad guy no matter the continuity. It's not really every continuity. In G1, he isn't really depicted as a bad guy. Or he isn't depicted as a bad guy at all. Even though we really don't have a lot of him depicted from G1. What else? I can't remember his... Didn't he do something bad in IDW or something? Or no? Because if so, he wasn't really a bad guy in IDW either. Maybe this is a hot take, but Starsaber, Optimus as the leaders. I mean, that is a pretty... that is... kind of is a hot take. I like Starsaber. He's a cool character, but I wouldn't say, in my opinion, that he's better than Optimus. My Hero Academia became one of my favorite animes. Is there a plural for the word anime? I have no idea. But yeah, I have heard of that show. I haven't watched it yet, though. Maybe I will at some point. My favorite Star Wars show outside the movies are Clone Wars, Rebels, Mandalorian, Andor, and Ahsoka, and Bad Batch. Some pretty good picks in there. I really was not a fan of Andor. I thought it was so boring and overhyped. Ahsoka was good. Bad Batch, it's okay. Rebels was good. The Clone Wars, I loved. The 3D one, I liked. I grew up with the 3D one more, so I have more nostalgia for it. But I honestly love the 2D Clone Wars more. I just think it was more of a concise, more action-packed, and just a cooler series overall. There is a lot of filler in 3D Clone Wars, like so much. It becomes really boring at times. We should have had Sunstreaker and Sideswipe as dynamic twins again in G1. That would be cool. I wouldn't mind that. Ever since the Bayformers started, I hated the humans. Yeah, that's valid. They did take up a lot of the screen time. Will Hong Kong have newer Transformers Studios series? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean there. I love Jolt. Yeah, Jolt is cool. I think the mold is not that good for Legacy Strong Arm. Fits Elita 1 a lot better since in the show, but bulky. Elita is slim. Yeah, I agree. Yep, that's the main reason why I don't like that figure. Strong Arm should have been her own mold and Elita 1. I hope James Gunn's DCU, they built up Darkseid properly instead of rushing it. Yeah, hopefully the reboot is good. There's a lot of skepticism right now because of how Warner Brothers has handled DC over the years, so we'll see. Oh, Sentinel killed my boy Iron. Yeah, when I went to go see Dark of the Moon for the first time in 2011, I legit remembered like crying a little bit when Ironhide got killed. I was so shocked and just terrified. Like that was the Gen Z version of seeing Optimus getting killed in the 86 movie for the first time. Anyone find Optimus at their targets? No such luck here. I honestly haven't gone hunting. I do not like that Optimus mold, honestly. What I didn't like about Cyclops from X-Men, the animated series in 2000's X-Men, is that he's a bossy jerk. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that is kind of his character at times, but they do overdo it sometimes to the point where it just doesn't make him a cool character anymore. So yeah, I agree. Is there a source on Transformers 2028 news on Paramount Deal? No, not really. No, that's it's a little bit away, so I don't think we're going to be getting news on that until maybe 2026, probably. I would explain why Star Saber is a better leader, but the stream would have only my comment because I have so many things to tell you why he's a better leader. Entire paragraph. I mean, I kind of understand why you think that. It's not a bad opinion. I just don't agree with it. Did you watch the Mario movie? I did not. Not really the biggest Mario guy. I mean, like, will you get Transformers more quickly in Hong Kong than getting them in the US? Yeah. Yeah, it will, because the factories are closer to Hong Kong than the US. That's why so many leaks come from Asian countries like months before the US gets them. This is a very unpopular opinion, but I love RAD 2015 no matter how slow and boring it is. Steeljaw is my favorite. There's really no wrong opinion in terms of pop culture media. So if you like it, more power to you. I watched G.I. Joe Real American Hero on Tubi TV, and Cobra Commander is the best because he is voiced by Chris Latta, aka Starscream. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. In terms of G.I. Joe, I was never really a fan of the 80s cartoon. It was always the media that came after it for me. I know this is a controversial take, but the movies really brought me into G.I. Joe, Sigma 6, some of the comic books, but mostly the toy line itself, just getting cool looking army guys was just always cool to me since I was a little kid. In the Transformers Dark of the Moon comics, it shows that Sentinel Prime is racist when he killed Ironhide. Oh yeah, I kind of remember that, yeah. At least in X-Men 97, Cyclops is no longer a bossy jerk. Yeah, that's true. I like Steeljaw more than Tarn. Really? Oh, man. I don't know about that. SS86 Bumblebee is awesome. I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, I'm glad you like him, but from what I've seen, I do not think that's a great upgrade, honestly. He's still too pudgy. His feet are still way too huge. I'm just not a fan of how it looks overall. I'm tired of the MacGuffin plot in each movie. At least one movie's plot was different. Yeah, that's true. I agree. Hopefully, they move on from that in the next movie. Shockwave, Straxus, Nova Prime, Jixus, Megs, all the villains of TF. So those are your favorites? Not a bad list, honestly. I could rock with that. I was in a toy store 8 years old at the time, and some random kid said Ironhide died in the movie. I was like, that's an interesting way to find out. The best scene in Bumblebee, in my opinion, is the Cybertron opening scene. I'm pretty sure that's everybody's favorite scene in that movie. Definitely iconic for the franchise by now. Movie was fantastic. You talking about Bumblebee? I mean, it was cool at the time, coming off of how bad TLK was, but over time, for me at least, it got kind of stale a little. Oh, nice. Sigma 6 in the movies? That's cool. Steeljaw, the movie. Oh, of G.I. Joe. Oh, I gotcha. Steeljaw is the best standout character from RID 2015. Yeah, I'd say so. Spawn series is a masterpiece too. I haven't seen that. I'll check it out. I did see the movie. I always thought that was a cool since I was little. Some folks have said SS86 Optimus is a little chunky. What's your take on the images we got? These figures are always going to be just a little bit out of proportion than what we see them in the cartoons and comics and whatever media they're from. So that really doesn't bother me too much. Because his proportions and just overall look of the figure is already so close to the animation model. I really can't knock it for being just a tad bit chunkier than the animation model. So I really don't mind. With everything going on in that figure and how much more of an improvement it is, I really don't mind that at all. Batman the Animated Series and Superman Animated Series, Bruce Timm's Justice League, what got me in DC Comics. Oh, okay, nice. Honestly, I'm really not the biggest DC fan. It just never gravitated to me that much, but I do really like Batman stuff, Superman stuff, Cyborg and the Teen Titans I really like. Who else do I like? Darkseid is a cool villain. The Flash I like. Green Lantern I always liked since I was little. Since you saw Star Wars Rebels, I have to ask, what do you think would happen if the twins, Kids and Mudflat, joined the Gross Crew? I don't know. That would be interesting. It would definitely be one of the watches of all time. That's what I'll say. Would definitely be pretty silly and weird. I have a Legacy Nova Prime, obviously. I'm jealous of you. I still need a Nova Prime. Yo, hope you are having a good day. Thank you, Lord Master Starscream. I am having a pretty good day. How about you? Knockout is the best standout character from Transformers Prime. I don't know. He's up there. Arachnid is really cool to me. Bulkhead, I really like. Shockwave is really cool too. I don't know. I guess I could agree with Knockout. Bruce Timm's DC Universe, in my opinion, is the best. Honestly, I've not checked out anything from Bruce Timm. Love the stop motions you put in your videos, man. Hope to see more. Thank you. I did recently do one with Energon Megatron here. I posted it on Instagram. If you guys haven't seen that, it'll probably be on YouTube at some point this week too. But yeah, definitely plan on doing. Oh shoot! Dropped one of his pieces. Where did it go? But yeah, I definitely plan on doing more stop motions. I think Hardtop needs more love since we won't see him in a future TF series for a good long time. I wouldn't mind. Hardtop is pretty cool. Great. That's good to hear, Lord Master Starscream. Of course, King Shockwave has one. If you need any new VAs for your stop motions, hit me up as I'm free looking for work to do. All right. I'll keep you in mind, man. Slingshot is the best standout aerial bot because he's a bit of a hothead, if you know what I mean. Yeah, he's definitely one of the better aerial bot members character-wise. I agree. Man, I still got to get the Titan class tidal wave. I really want that. I'm sure it's going to go on sale soon, so I really don't want to get it now. I got 3 copies of Armada Optimus on pre-order. Not because I want more copies to hoard, but because I don't have the Armada Optimus anymore, and I want multiple copies, one to keep in regular robot mode, one to keep in super mode, and one to keep in vehicle mode. Because some of the breakage problems with that figure, I just do not want to risk it transforming him sometimes. So I'll leave it like that. And I also have Beachcomber on pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store. Dead End is the best standout Stunticon because he doesn't give a crap personally. For me, I'd have to go with Motormaster or Breakdown. Yep. Slingshot is the best. Yeah, man, you already said that. Omega Maximus. What is your top 10 concept designer character you would like to see in SS? Well, since John Warden mentioned doing Transtech a couple days ago, I'd have to go with that. Definitely. So that's my top 10. All the different Transtech designs in Studio Series concept art. Come on, John Warden. Give them to us like you said you want to. What happened to Skyfire, Chairbreaker, Sentry, Gears, Huffer in the 86 movie? Well, simple answer. They were cut. A lot of those characters were in the movie, or were supposed to be in the movie. Hound was in the movie. Sunstreaker made it, but a lot of the others got cut. Well, if the Decepticons were in Big Hero 6, well, that would be quite the crossover. I don't know. That would be pretty interesting. Why Motormaster? Well, I always liked the fact he's sort of like the duality of Optimus in terms of strength and in vehicle modes, them both being semis. I always thought that was cool in their little rivalry, which to come to think of it, they really should focus on that more in Transformers media, the rivalry between Motormaster and Optimus. That would be really cool. Are we getting a collection vid anytime soon? Yeah, probably at some point soon. I'd want to do that. Is Beast Machines really that bad? It's not as bad as people say, but it's still nothing great, honestly. A collection vid would be awesome. Yeah, guys. Some of you guys asked me about that. I definitely want to do that at some point soon. I gotta fix up my shelves. They're a mess right now. Are the Transformers Arc crew dead? What do you mean, like in G1? Some of them are, yeah. I realized RC didn't appear that much in season 3. Oh, yeah, that's true. I didn't even realize that because I really don't like season 3 that much. And I haven't seen it in a long time. Miss Marvel. Awesome figure. If you saw Pixar Cars, then who do you think what Transformers character would be Lightning McQueen and what Transformer would be Matt? I forgot who Matter is. McQueen, maybe I don't know, maybe Jazz or Smokescreen, maybe, or Sideswipe. What didn't you like about is the characters don't look themselves; they also don't act like themselves. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. Characters are meant to change. When you look at people in real life, when you look at somebody from 10 years ago and you look at somebody now, oftentimes they're not the same person they were 10 years ago. So them changing as characters really isn't that much of a big deal to me. It's how they handle it overall. I just don't think is good. Can't wait for more SS86 figures after 2025. Me too. Do you have TFA Shock? I do not. I'm on the hunt for them. I want to get them at some point. It's just about finding one for the right price because I do not want to spend over $100 on basically an outdated Voyager class figure. I mean, it's still a good figure. It's just outdated and overpriced now. The only Marvel Legends I like to collect are Spider-Man and X-Men characters. Oh, not bad. Not a bad choice. I made my own version of Season 3 on DeviantArt called the Athenaverse. Also in that version, I made Ironheart, Wheeljacket, some others. Live and Hotshot and RC are siblings. That sounds pretty cool. Some nice character choices in there. Of course you have him. This guy trying to one-up me. But do you have Cybertron 2005 Leader Class, Optimus Prime, Megatron, or Galvatron? Let's see you answer that one, buddy. I also didn't like how they butchered my boy Rhinox and Beast Machines. Yeah, I can understand that. I don't know. I thought the storyline with him becoming Tankor is cool, but again, it's just the execution is so weak. Do you think we're getting an 86? Yeah, we are. There's a listing. He's supposed to be a leader class. He's coming out next year. We got that listing a few months ago, like in February or something. I watched The Acolyte once on Disney Plus. Looking back, it's not a great show. No, it's not. I didn't even watch the whole thing. It's so bad. Yeah, man, I can't wait for that 86 Megatron. I wish he was more than a leader class so he could be more than just what they're going to do with him at leader class price, but I'll take it. I'll still take it. Do you have animated Oil Slick? No, I don't. But do you have animated leader class Bulkhead Ultra Magnus? Do you have animated Voyager Optimus? Bumblebee, Ratchet, Black Arachnia, Starscream, Lockdown, Cliffjumper, RC, Rodimus Minor, Jazz, Prowl, Samurai Prowl. Do you have any of those? I'm waiting for an answer. You do not have all those King Shockwave. What are you, like 15, 16? You don't, bruh, you do not have all those. I didn't like Luke Skywalker's characterization in The Last Jedi. Even Mark Hamill hated I don't like that at all. I don't like Last Jedi. I hate that movie. Do you have the prototype Bulkhead? Are you kidding me? What is this guy? King Shockwave, where are you, man? What's your problem? But hey, I didn't see you answer whether or not you have Cybertron 2005 Leader Class Optimus, Megatron, or Galvatron. You don't have those now, do you? I didn't like how Soundwave and Black Arachnia were underutilized and animated. Yeah, I can understand. I wouldn't say Black Arachnia was underutilized, but Soundwave was. King Shockwave definitely paid aftermarket prices for Nova. Do you prefer blah, 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 blah. Do you prefer Optimus with his mask or no mask? Mask. Mask it up. Even though I don't mind him with no mask, I grew up with that iteration, so I like it still. But I think the mask just looks cooler overall. Oh boy, man. Oh, you don't have MPM Bone Crusher, do you, King Shockwave? Nope, you don't got him. You don't have Leader Class Tiger Hawk, do ya? Huh? Or, you don't have any of the first edition Prime figures, do ya? I have Optimus, Takara, Bulkhead, RC, Bumblebee, Starscream. Eh? Eh? What don't you like about the Transformers Netflix trilogy is the voice acting and slow pacing. Yeah, same, I agree. Do you like Ninja Turtles? A little bit, yeah. I grew up on it. Not so much nowadays, but I still dig it once in a while. I don't have any figures of it. Did you watch Rodimus Primal, Patriot Prime, and Treebot? I do not watch Rodimus Primal. Patriot Prime, occasionally, if there's a review I can't find. Treebot, I've checked him out. He's cool. Do you have HasLab Starsaber? I used to. I sold him. I hope we get Demolisher and before I answer your question, Omega Maximus, that HasLab Starsaber is trash. That thing is a $200 piece of trash. The plastic they used on that figure is so bad. So many stress marks and breakage problems on that figure. I'm glad I sold mine. I do not want a copy of that thing. Because they're probably going to do an IDW Starsaber at some point. They're probably going to redo G. They're not going to go too long without redoing G1 Starsaber. I mean, come on. I hope we get Demolisher and Legacy or in what? But yeah, Demolisher would be cool to get. In my opinion, Kalulu and Most Bradiest Kid. I don't know. I never really watched that, but I guess I could see what you're saying. That's what I'm saying, Pug Brick. I don't know what he was saying there. I didn't have enough space to add this, but in the Athena versus Hotshot and Flame War have a secret relationship, and neither of them want their leader to know for obvious reasons. Interesting. That's interesting. I don't know. I have all the TF Prime first edition. You do not. Bro, King Shockwave, you are capping so hard right now, dude. Did you watch Godzilla -1? I did. That was pretty cool. I liked that movie. Do you have all the Titans? No. I have Legacy Metroplex. I don't have the Titans because A, they're super out of scale. B, they're too expensive. And C, they're super out of scale. Which is why the only one I have is Cybertron Metroplex, because he's like one of the only Titans that are actually in scale, except for the new Tidal Wave, which I really want to get. I'm going to get him soon. And also, I really don't care about a lot of the Titan characters. Omega Supreme, I care about. Metroplex, kinda. Trypticon, kinda. But other than that, I really don't care. Hotshot's fate is that Shockwave and Black Reactor turn him into Slipstream. Really? That's interesting. That's cool. That's pretty cool, actually. Lorenzo didn't want Peter Cullen to voice out. Yeah. Yep. I've talked about this in videos before. It's pretty stupid. What Transformers show would you make? I don't know right now. I've got a ton of stories I'm writing for stop motion films and stuff, so I don't know. I'm always thinking about stuff like that, so you guys are gonna have to wait and see. But I do have a cool one that I've got in the pipeline for Beast Wars characters. I've got one that I want to do with Hotshot at some point. So stay tuned for that, guys. In my opinion, Disney ruined Star Wars. I agree. What up, Superior? I'm not lying. Born in 2015. Bro, that's even more of a reason that you're capping. Oh, you said you're not born in 2015. Oh, I got you. But I don't know, man. You got all those. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see some pics. I have Metroplex, Zarek, and Combiner Wars Devastator. Nice. Pretty good figures. Do you think the Inquisitors ruined the Sith rule of 2? Nah, no. They're not officially Sith. They're just Jedi hunters that work under the Sith. So I wouldn't really say that. First edition figures are not that old, so why are you flexing those from Armada? Dude, those first edition figures are pretty hard to get for reasonable prices. Last Jedi is where Star Wars went downhill for me. I agree. Yeah. Same for me, man. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to answer this last question from Superior here, then I'm going to wrap it up for the night. Warden said A6 Prime has lots of repaint potential. Do you think they would release cab-only repaints, or are they sure they can sell commanded price repaints? I don't know. It depends on how they made the figure, because I think with some of these figures, they gotta do it with the mold on with how the trailer is, and so it depends. Might be, but if not, they probably will be doing cab only repaints. It wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, guys, I'm going to be heading out for the night. Thank you to everybody who stopped by. Thank you to everybody who supports the channel. I love you all, and I'll catch you guys in the next live. Bye.